Is your Twitch stream lacking? If so, this is the video for you. On today's episode, you're gonna learn 10 important tips to improve your Twitch stream. Let's get straight into it. If you don't know, it's your boy Rock, a Facebook level up streamer with over 10,000 follows and a Twitch and Mixer affiliate. And on today's episode, we're gonna give you 10 tips. Make sure you stay to the end of the video for 3 exclusive tips that will take your stream to the next level.
You are watching a master at work.
Yeah. Tip number 1, make sure you have a webcam and a light. Why would you need a webcam and a light? Because while you're building up, you want to connect as soon as possible, and putting a face to your stream is going to help a new viewer be more open to connecting with your stream versus just your voice playing. I recommend the Logitech C920. It's a great budget option. I've seen a lot of streamers grow with this webcam, and I'll link it below. Why is the light important? A smaller sensor with light will look better than a larger sensor, aka a more expensive camera without light. So you can go, instead of buying a $150 webcam, you can buy something like the C920, get you some nice lights, and it's gonna look crispy. Number 2, are you loving what you're doing? You're playing video games, you're sitting there, you're quiet. Let's do something about that. Always keep the conversation going, always keep talking. If there's not enough people in your chat, if it's not anyone in your chat, narrate the game, talk about your day, talk about your thoughts as you play the game. Keep the conversation going, because when somebody pops into your stream, if they just see you there quiet, not talking, what's gonna make them want to become a fan of you, connect to you, or even want to comment or follow or support in any way, shape, or form? So make sure that you're enjoying what you're doing. Turn up, narrate, you feel me? Have some good energy. If you're laid back, do that, but keep talking, keep engaging, ask questions. Even if no one's there, it's gonna come in handy to have these skills when you grow your page. Ask people how their day is, have questions of the day, have a topic that you want to discuss on every stream, have a plan. So at all times, when you get a new viewer, you can welcome them to your stream, you can learn more about them and build that connection and that interaction. Number 3, what's your call to action? Okay, what is it when somebody comes to your stream? What is their way to support? You know, are you looking? Well, at first you're gonna want to follow, like, you know, but make sure you're repeating that. And when someone new comes into your stream, make sure you hit the follow button. I know I've seen some streamers get kind of weird about asking for follows, but you know what I mean? Like, why not? You feel me? That's the only way to grow. You're not asking for, you're not asking for money. You're not asking for, you know what I'm saying? It's just free support. So I've seen people really like freak out about this, but how else you expect to grow your community? You know, if it makes you feel better, say if you want to, it helps to follow, you know. You don't have to say, follow me now. You should drop that follow now. You ain't got to be aggressive about it. Figure out your way that you want to ask for that follow, but have a call to action so you can build your community, okay? So when you ask them to follow, after most of the time, they will hit that follow button for you. So what you'll want to do is make sure that you have questions. Make sure that you have questions for them. I got this tip from Miss Thickums, and she has like, shout out to Miss Thickums, by the way. She has questions that she asks new followers, like, where you from? What sports teams do you have? Whoop-de-whoop, okay? Make sure whatever you're interested in, someone watching your stream is most likely going to be interested in too. So make sure you ask them a couple questions just so y'all get acquainted. It's an introduction when they pull up, you know what I mean? So make sure you get to know them better to build that connection. Number 4, focus on your chat more than anything. When you're on the come, unless you just like super cold at Call of Duty, you're getting nukes and you can't, focus on your chat. Your personality is more important than the game, okay? If a viewer just wanted to watch the game, they would go to YouTube and watch gameplay. They're looking for streamers, so talk, you know what I mean? Make sure you engage with them more than the game when you're coming up. Now, if you're just super cold and you have segments to talk, you can talk at the beginning of your stream. Once you get to the point where your viewership is large enough, you can also talk at the beginning of your stream and then focus on the game. I've seen Cup of Noodle do that. Shout out to Cup of Noodle. It's a great way to get the conversation started, you know, get your show started, politic with your community, build that interaction, start the show off right, get all your talking out the way so that when it's game time, you can focus on being entertaining. Number 5, have a schedule. I would recommend streaming 3 times a week 3 times a week, 3 to 5 hours, and make sure that your community knows that. Why do I say that? I would not stream more than that starting off. Your efforts can go into promoting your stream more, okay? I see a lot of people, and I actually did this too. You put a lot of time into streaming, and really, once you start streaming, you're gonna become a content creator. So you could be putting that time to your social media. You could be putting that time to your YouTube channel. And that's eventually gonna bring in more people than you would gain from streaming so much. So start off with a schedule, 3 days a week, 3 to 5 hours, nothing more, nothing less. That way you don't burn out and you can focus on promoting your stream to the max. Try to get everybody in there at once so your numbers are viewed and the platforms will start working for you. Make sure you take breaks, man. This is serious. When you on the road to 10K or your first 1,000 or your first 100, you really put your all into this, or to a Twitch affiliate, or to level up program. You're gonna put all your energy into unlocking this, right? But don't forget why you started doing this is because you love video games. You love the interaction with your community. You know what I mean? Make sure you're taking care of your mental and your physical, you know, your spiritual, your mental, your physical, your spiritual. Make sure you take care of those, because you don't want to burn out too early to where you done bought all this equipment, you didn't invest it in yourself, and you're tired of it because you didn't reach that goal soon enough, or you just put in too much time too soon without having a proper plan and schedule like we just discussed. Number 7, dominate your game. I know that we all want to play Fortnite, Call of Duty, Apex. It's easy. I know that's what we want to play the most. PUBG, you know, but while you're on the come up, the equation you're trying to solve is, what game can you be the top at? You know, no matter what platform you're on, what game will you be the top streamer for, or in the top percentage, so you don't get buried in all the competition. So what I want you to do is, instead of just playing a game, just cutting on your stream and not being seen, do some research, find a game. And a great site actually is twitchstrike.com. So make sure you check that site out. It'll tell you the best time, the best games to stream. But do some research yourself. You literally can search on Twitch, search on Facebook, search on Mixer. See how many people are at the top with the most viewers, and see how many pages it would take to get to you. All right? So what you want to do is find a game that has enough interest. You know what I mean? It might be 20 viewers. Might be 100 viewers, but if you can get the top of that page, it's better than playing Fortnite with 1 viewer, which is probably yourself at first, you know. So definitely consider that. Dominate your game, research it, be tactical in this. Use your time wisely, okay? Because you can end up streaming hundreds of hours and only get 50 followers. Or you can study and figure out a way to get to the top of the directory. Number 8, have a brand/purpose. What do you stand for? What makes you different from other streamers? You know, everybody streams, bruh. So what is gonna be something that's unique for you? What is the movement that people could get behind? For me, it's the Noti Gang, you know what I mean? It's the Only Fam, because that's how we move, you know? Feed the fam is the motive, you know? And that's something that my community can relate to. That's something that we really take seriously, you know what I mean? We're a family. So what is your fam going to be called? What are you streaming for? What are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to inspire? Are you trying to educate? Are you trying to entertain? What is the motive for what you're doing? Make sure and actually let me know in the comments right now, what is your purpose for streaming? What made you want to do this? What are you trying to accomplish by cutting on your stream and streaming your favorite games? Let me know in the comments. Number 9, we talked about this. As y'all gonna see, there's a pattern to this. Be more than a game, okay? The game is just there, you know? The game is getting potential viewers to your page. But what's gonna keep your viewers, your community entertained and engaged in the long term is you. So like I said, what do you stand for? Be more than the game. If you want to play something else, you don't want that to just you be tied to that forever. You know what I mean? So figure out what are you there for? You know, it's the same thing. Purpose. Be more than the game. Remember that when you're streaming, okay? And I'm not saying being over the top, you know what I mean? But figure out who am I, you know? And this could come to a personal branding thing. This can come to your character. You could build a character around yourself. You can think about what makes you unique, because in this game, this oversaturated game, pun intended, you want to make sure that you stand out. Make sure that you restream at first. This is my opinion. Make sure you restream so you can grow your platforms across platforms, and that way you have ownership. Okay, if Twitch goes down, Facebook goes down, YouTube bans you, which happened to me once. So you don't want all of your community to be tied in one place. So make sure you restream. You can use restream.io or MobCrush. Streamlabs OBS has just announced their integrated restream platform. So make sure you're restreaming at first, build your community up, and then decide where you want to take your gifts after you grow a community, and you'll see which one works for you the best. Now for the bonus tips. 3 bonus tips. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you have not done that yet. Now time for the 3 bonus tips. Bonus tip number 1, study your analytics, okay? Figure out what game allows you the most growth. Go to your dashboard, study your views, study your comments, look at the game you were playing, and go through and make sure, go to your dashboard, see what games you played at what times had the most engagement, comments, shares, likes, whatever platform you're on, the most engagement. Study that, figure out what time you did that, and replicate that. You're gonna notice a pattern. One game is gonna take off more than the other, typically, you know? So study that and then make your move with that. Tip number 2, always have music or beats behind your stream. This is just my opinion. Most of the time I have beats, and it just adds an element of, you know, comfortability, you know, to your viewer. It allows us to relax. You know, music is powerful, so it just allows us to relax a little more and, you know, kick back, you know, while we're watching the stream. Or if you want to turn up, you can have more, you know, trap style, whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, control the energy with your music. Number 3, find your voice and be yourself, all right? Now, if you're outgoing, you're probably gonna be, you know, you're gonna find your voice sooner than someone who's introverted. But if you're just a chill person, find a way to add to that. Like I just said, the music, you can have chill music. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So make sure that you're being true to yourself, you know what I mean? Because being genuine is gonna attract more like-minded individuals. I hope this was helpful. That was what, 13 tips? Let me know what tip in the comment was the most helpful. Let me know in the comments below what your goal is for 2020 with streaming. Check out more of the Streamers Cheat Codes videos below. If this video helps you, pull up on one of my live streams and let me know that you found me from this video. Thank you for watching. Let's take over 2020. Noti Gang only found. We out. Number 2 is when you're number two. If that was number 4, no, that was number 3. What? Yeah. And if a viewer build that interaction and build that
Ride with the chrome, be all alone. Out of this world, this spaceship my home. Feel like a king, the city, the throne. Got a red bone, she jam every song. Got me a clingy bit all on my phone. Holding me long, I need to fade it. Let me know when you're ready. I forgot your name, but I think it was Becky. Don't need disrespect, but I don't need your sex. I just want the neck, then I'm back to the check. Every day Friday.